you know, committees and the task force against this?
I've had semi-legal problems with people themselves, and it's been idiocy the whole time on their part for what I think, so I say if they want to be an idiot, go ahead, feel free. You're not going to bother me. I got an idea, Kurt. Remember our Forbidden Zone logo, of course. Yeah. Well, it's at the beginning of that tape, of course, which everybody should know by now. If we could roll the credits over that at the end of the show, along with the music on side 2, it would be an interesting effect.
Entering the room now,
you know,
Frank Toledo.
We have Frank Toledo.
You know, as far as this pornography thing, I've seen test cases where across the country, you know, they're trying to sue, and I'm not sure who's doing this, whether it's the state, the attorney general, what be it, you know, they're trying all these cases, you know, and trying to get these video store, even, you know, owners for just renting these things and stuff. And, you know, I'm wondering, you know, what kind of hurdles are involved, and is it a real big hassle, or is there a way around it generally, you know? How does that work?
I would say that the hurdle is get your door open, and then sell your product, and then save enough money for the lawyer. And then when they put it in the newspaper, that's more advertising, so then people will know where to come to buy the product.
Right. What kind of budget does it take to maybe even produce something, you know, say a feature-length movie or something like that?
Well, I can tell you the way a friend of mine does it. He puts an ad in the newspaper for the gal to come over, $20, and she can make up to $3,000 a day. They do the test run for $20, and then if she works out, then they'll hire her. Unfortunately, they have about 60 girls that come over for $20 a piece for an hour. So it costs you about $20 to get your first film.
It's another form of the low-budget film. Just to let you know, it's another form of the low-budget genre, which I'm a big fan of drive-in cinema myself. So.
Is there good return on this kind of stuff? Can you make money doing it?
Of course, I would feel that it would be. You could make your money back like that.
Behind us is Frank Toledo.
Especially if you sell them to her boyfriend or whatever.
Yeah. Well, listen, I appreciate, I enjoy your show, man. Keep up the good work.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, I heard that Terry Weigel, I don't know if you've heard the name before, ex-Playboy Playmate, the first one ever to go into hardcore pornography. I heard about that. It struck me as quite interesting.
She was the one that was in the Plumber, 1953.
No.
Plumber and the Housewife.
No, she's doing them now. She's the highest paid actress in porn now, from what I've heard.
Good.
She was in some of the Andy Sedaris films, like from the Malibu Company, if you've heard of them, like Savage Beach and the like. I thought it was something interesting if anybody out there wanted to comment on that. I saw that on hard copy a couple weeks ago. Line 2. This is Frank, by the way. Hello?
Oh, man, is this the Godfather? He got too much Kleenex in his mouth.
Yeah, if you can get those ground rules, that'd be interesting.
We have Felix back with us again.
Yeah.
Hello,
okay.
Can I ask you something?
That's what we're here for.
Okay, why do you, like, condemn people over the telephone, like, what's his name, that guy that calls on the phone, you say he's a manic depressive?
Because
are you sure that he is?
He's been calling for the last 2 years, and my show just for the last 2 years. He's been calling public access for God knows how long. I've heard him forever. And I think if you hear enough phone calls from somebody like that, and if they're always the same, it's got to be some kind of hang-up. That's all I got to say.
Oh, but I'm just saying, can you define manic depressive and also the other thing that you called?
Yep.
Schizophrenia is paranoia. Manic depressants, full of energy at some times, extremely low at others. I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so you're sure that he's that way?
If he's not, then it's got to be some kind of mental disorder.
Either that or his underwear's a little bit too tight.
Okay, I just wanted to know if that guy was that way. Thank you.
You want to know where he lives?
So if you, we could find out his address very easily. Let's see, what was I saying? Well, I can't remember, so line 2. Yeah.
You're all worthless and weak.
And what are you? I mean, this guy's describing himself. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Line 2. We have some interesting folk back here. Line 2.
Hello?
Yeah.
Say it. We're just sitting around watching your channel, and we have no clue who you are or what your channel
Oh, man.
Well, it's
Man, 85
of them.
of them.
Help it, so
Sounded like a party.
we don't want to imply anything.
You guys can call back and leave the number of that party.
Line 2.
Yo, Marty. You
What?
suck my dick.
What about it?
He doesn't have one.
Hello.
Canker.
Kind of insulted himself. What is this? It's like I'm insulting themselves.
I think that's what I liked about last week's show.
No phone.
Of no phone. Okay, it's people like you that we don't like calling.
Okay, line 2.
Hello?
Yeah.
Does the blonde swallow hot cum?
Is
What
the
are you?
moon full? How come?
No, but your mom probably did.
I didn't hear either of them, so, let's see, throw something else into the atmosphere to talk about. Another shape of pornography. I know you got some ideas running through your head that you wanted to talk about.
Well, we were talking about part of it last week on our show about pornography.
Pornography and survival, is there a...
Yeah, pornography and survival. Like I was telling Jim over here, to me, I believe that pornography is another part of survival. Okay? Male prostitution itself, and everything else
We're
when
not
it comes to
advertising this brand.
that. It's survival.
Personally, I think
You know, and for those who
nasty.
disagree in that part, you know, I guess y'all could go ahead.
Are you
and say
talking
so.
about when, like, people come to New York City and they come from Broken Knee, Oklahoma, and
Yeah,
they get
runaways.
off the bus and the guy goes, hey,
I have something for you.
I've got an apartment for
Yeah,
you.
they say
Midnight
that's how
Cowboy.
they started off. They do start it off like that sometimes.
Remember
'cause
Midnight Cowboy?
I've seen a part in New York when I was living in the streets of New York, where young kids would come out, whether they were boys or girls, they would come out of the bus.
We're still taking
and
calls, by the way.
the guys out here in the streets in New York know when you're a runaway or not. They would come out to you and they would say, this is what we have for you. Take it or leave it. They don't know who they're talking about, but eventually, yes, they say, yes, I'm taking it. What you got to offer? They offer them a certain amount of money, or they offer them drugs if it's that the guy feels that they like drugs, okay? And the people go for it. You know, they do what they do. Okay.
And we do respond to all the mail that we get personally, so if you have any questions that if you don't feel like calling, if you'd just rather talk to us that way, we'll be more than happy to answer your letters at the address at the end of the show. And in case it doesn't go out by some kind of screw up in the roll compose, that is TCCC, care of the Forbidden Zone, 124 East Broadway, Tucson, Arizona, 85701, and enclose your self-addressed stamped envelope. I'm saying this because I want to get some mail again. It's been slow recently.
And I would like to hear from y'all too that don't want to talk on TV. I would like to hear
We know
your
there are
comments.
people out there, so. Line 2.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, what's this show all about? I really don't understand
This
it.
Okay, ground rules, please.
Yeah, that's the
If we
ground
can
rule.
get to those ground rules, I haven't seen them yet. You can get to it by hitting the page button. So
Okay,
there you
these are the
go.
ground rules for the person that
Hit
just
the
called.
arrow button. Hit the top arrow button, the one pointing up.
You're not allowed to show what. You're not about to ask what the show is about. You're not allowed to say what's up. How do you get on the show? You're not allowed to say that.
There you
And no foul languages.
There, the Metallica one is done away with. Line 2.
Huh?
I said that already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up?
We just put the rules on
Obvious
television
idiots.
about not saying what's up, and y'all said it anyway, and y'all got hanged up.
Yeah,
for
but
that,
it's all written there in English.
you know. Y'all need it in Spanish.
Okay, there's going to be a hemp rally at the U of A on Sunday, and it starts at noon. I just let everybody know.
For
Because
those who are
for
the marijuana
hemp
and hemp,
legalization,
okay, it will be on U of A.
a plant which